Before we jump into all this fun stuff up here, just want to let you know that the Rank 4 Omega Red video is probably coming out tomorrow, so hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you don't miss it. Let's jump into this one now. Alright, what is going on, my dudes? We're back here today with the Juggernaut buff details, and as always, we have highlighted everything you're ever gonna want to need to maybe re-highlighted everything you're going to want to know. All right, it's really late right now. I'm tired. So, Juggernaut. About Juggernaut. Cain Marco was a bitter man with a big chip on the shoulder. His story could have ended harmlessly, but then disaster struck. A mystic artifact transformed him into the unstoppable Juggernaut. Since then, he's made it his mission to torment the Marvel Universe with his strength, resilience, and a nasty attitude. Alright, man. So, let's start jumping in here today. So, for the prestige, he ain't got it. It's not good. It's so bad, in fact, that you shouldn't put any stones into this guy specifically for prestige, but I don't think you should have expected anything different. If you love the champion, you want to put stones in him for the champ, do it, but don't do it for prestige. So, Juggy's mechanics. Juggernaut is an unstoppable force. Stack your unstoppables for more attack and increased power rate. Stay aggressive and always moving. Build to max unstoppable and unleash massive special attacks. Alright, so strengths and weaknesses. Unstoppable and buff stacking for the strengths, really cool. Weaknesses, non-damaging debuffs, makes sense because of science, champions, and stagger. So, let's start jumping into the actual abilities. This one feels like a total rework, man, which is, I feel like, well, I guess Deadpool was like that as well, but, you know. So, abilities, the Crimson Gem of Cyttorak. Juggernaut starts the fight with the Crimson Gem active. Awesome. The Crimson Gem of Cyttorak is disabled if Juggernaut suffers a non-damaging debuff or is knocked down. While the Crimson Gem is disabled, Juggernaut suffers a 50% weakness passive. What this is telling me right here is that the occasional annoying Juggernaut on defense doesn't really seem like he's going to be that annoying anymore. So that seems like a win for people who were concerned about that. While the Crimson Gem of Cyttorak is active, Juggernaut is empowered and gains the following: plus 1,173 attack rating, plus 25% damage reduction, and immunity to reversed controls. This damage reduction, I would imagine, works with recoil along with the suicide masteries like Liquid Courage and Double Edge. Plus, it's a nice bit of attack rating there. This should be just for 5-star rank 5, so like a 6-star rank 3 Juggernaut. I don't think that anybody should be jumping to rank 4 yet, but if you happen to like maybe YOLO a rank 3, that should be a lot higher. So, dev notes. The Gem of Cyttorak is Juggernaut's biggest lever of power. You need to keep this up at all times in order to get the most power out of him, or take it off as soon as possible when fighting against him. It seems like just parrying him right away would put that non-damaging parry stun on him, right? And we're just kind of turn it off and put a weakness on him. I don't know, let's keep going. So, unstoppable buffs, max stacks 10. Juggernaut can only activate his unstoppable buffs if the Crimson Gem is active. Makes sense. Juggernaut gains 1 unstoppable buff each time he dashes or lands a hit, but loses 1 each time he is hit, enters block, or blocks an attack. So, it's really seeming like they want to push the whole, like, just keep moving forward. Like you're just going and going and going with this guy. Unstoppable buffs decrease by 1 every 1.25 seconds, and this timer is reset each time an unstoppable buff is added or removed, or when Jugs dodges backwards. So basically what this is saying is, like, if you're actively attacking the opponent, you're not going to be losing your unstoppable buffs, or if you're dashing in and out, you're not going to be losing what you have. So each unstoppable buff provides the following. Keep in mind you can have up to 10. 234.6 attack rating, so that's essentially plus 2,300 attack rating at the most. Increases power rate by 2.5%, so up to 25%, and lowers the, look at that math, guys, lowers the opponent's chance to trigger stun debuffs by 20%. That's up to 200%. So 5 of them, pretty much stun immune, right? For like a bit. Because if this ability prevents a stun debuff from triggering, Juggernaut loses 7 unstoppable buffs, okay? But you would still have 3 more, so you can build them right back up with 1 combo, which is kind of nice, man. So, he's seeming so much better already, right? I mean, the bar of, like, what he was like in hell. So it's kind of hard for him to be worse, right? Maximum momentum. While Juggernaut has 10 unstoppable buffs, he gains an unblockable passive, making his next blocked attack unblockable at the cost of 10 unstoppable buffs. After landing a max momentum unblockable attack, Juggernaut is unable to gain his unstoppable buffs for 7 seconds and places a Wither debuff on the opponent, reducing their power rate by 50% for 10 seconds. So, this Wither debuff is not very potent. 50% is like alright. And that's the most it will be. That is alright. That's not going to do much for you, honestly. So, it's really looking like you don't want this to happen. Like, I don't really see a benefit of doing this blocked hit. I mean, it seems more like a defensive ability, but I mean, like, I don't know, man. I really feel like he's going to be a lot easier on defense now, as long as you can stun him or put a debuff on him, right? Or just counter with a heavy attack, right? It seems like you can do that now because you can knock him down. I don't know, but let's see. But anyway, if you hit their block with 10 unstoppable buffs, he goes unblockable, okay? And it gets rid of all of your unstoppable buffs, and you can't gain them for 7 seconds. Now, heavy attack is pretty much staying the same. 100% chance to stagger, and if you have the gem active, 2 staggers. That's cool. Now, keep in mind, you can be doing this like in the corner, kind of like non-stop now, and you're going to be unstoppable the entire time, which is really nice. And it's not like, you know, the old one at 6200, it was like 4 seconds after special 1 or special 2. This is like you're unstoppable the entire time, just going for these heavy attacks with the 25% damage reduction. Special attacks activate the Crimson Gem if it is disabled. So if, you know, your unstoppable buffs are gone, whatever happened, either you did the maximum momentum and they were all gone, or you're inflicted by a debuff, special attack activates it again, then you can gain your unstoppable buffs again. So, special attack 1, gain an energized buff for 10 seconds, granting 25% increased combat power rate. Combine that, by the way, with 10 unstoppable buffs, and you have 50% increased combat power rate. That's a lot, man. That's going to be like special 1 combo, special 1 combo. That is really solid right there, man, honestly. Special 2, but this is where the damage comes from. Each hit deals a burst of 1773 physical damage. Not very high, but I'd imagine that's going to get a lot higher if, at maximum momentum, 100% chance to gain a Fury buff, granting plus 469 to attack rating for 10 seconds. I wish that there was like something here that granted 2 Fury buffs if this breaks their block, you know? That'd be cool. Because then you would also lose your unstoppable buffs, right? But you would break their block and you'd get 2 Fury buffs. That'd be cool. That'd be better. This is good, though. That's a decent Fury. And that's going to make the physical damage really nice. Plus, keep in mind, you're also going to have plus 2,000 attack rate. You're going to have a total of, like, close to, like, 7,000 attack rating as a 5-star rank 5, which is definitely a lot. That's a lot. So he's going to be hitting much harder while being consistently unstoppable the entire time. He might be like really fun for like battlegrounds type stuff. Just like go in and attack the defender. Special 3. When activated, the Crimson Gem cannot be removed for 20 seconds. While at maximum momentum, inflict a stun debuff on the opponent for 4 seconds. That's great for building up those unstoppable buffs right away. Sig ability. The weakness passive from the Crimson Gem is reduced to 5% and becomes a debuff instead. Cool. This is like, just don't really try your best not to let it happen. You know what I mean? Like, I don't like the weakness. I think it makes sense with like the character, but I definitely do not think he needs to be awakened whatsoever to be fun. All attacks also have a 3% chance per unstoppable buff, so up to 30%. The math buff to nullify a buff from the opponent. That's not bad. It's not amazing, but it's not bad. If you're just like wailing on the defender, right, that's going to be a 30% chance every single time you hit them. You hit them 5 times per combo. You're going to nullify buffs, plus you have that very consistent stagger on heavy attack too. So really, honestly, not too bad of a sig ability there. I would only imagine that this, you know what, man, this might be like a sig 1 ability right here. And then this is the one that's reduced from like 50 to 5% based on sig ability, based on the sig level. So hopefully this, which is the better part, in my opinion, is just sig 1 and done. Because that'd be nice. So his synergies are staying the same. He's getting a new one here with, what's his face? With Colossus. Start the fight with 3 of his unstoppable buffs active. Cool. Definitely not necessary whatsoever to bring that synergy in. And I'm not even sure. Let's go take a look at his other synergies real quick. Yo, these two might be pretty good together on him, man. So with Enquiries, while unstoppable, gain 100% combat power rate on heavy attacks. Combine that with the additional 50% combat power rate at 10 unstoppable buffs, and you're gaining a lot of power back on heavy attacks. It's not bad. With Diablo, while unstoppable, Juggernaut doubles his armor rating. Is his armor rating good as it is? It's okay. It's like somewhere in the middle, below average a bit. So doubling it, whoa, wait a minute. Doubling is actually a lot, because that would make it quite high. Combine that with the 25% damage reduction, and that should be good. Interesting. We're gonna have to test that out, obviously. So yeah, a few things to test. This guy is looking fun. I think fun is a really good word for this. I don't know if he's going to be super duper meta relevant, but he's definitely going to be fun to play, man. He seems like he's going to be super great for like casual questing, side quests, stuff like that. Maybe even like cap event quests. He's going to be amazing for can't stop, won't stop. He's going to be great for there are actually a few lanes in Act 7 that are like you have to be a Mystic Champion and have an unstoppable buff, right? He's going to be really good for that. Those lanes too. Yeah, heavy assault he'll be really good for, right? Just be unblockable, just unstoppable, just go in and just heavy attack. It's looking like you're gonna want to like do a 5-hit combo, kind of like block a little bit and take the hit, kind of like Mole Man does in a way, or like Killmonger, and then go in for a 5-hit combo again, and then repeat that once more. And just keep doing that over and over and over. And if you put the Diablo synergy there, who by the way is a phenomenal champion, that is gonna make this guy pretty tanky. So yeah, I don't know, man. That's interesting. We're gonna have to see how he does. He's probably gonna be fun spamming those specials. That's a combat power rate. But that's it for this video. If you did enjoy it, drop your boy a big old like. Let me know what you think about Juggernaut getting his buff in the comment section below. Are you excited for it? Do you think it sounds fun? I think it sounds pretty fun. We're gonna have to see if it's good, but definitely on paper sounds much more like Juggernaut than what we have right now. So that's pretty cool. I'll be seeing you around. Fun video coming tomorrow, hopefully. Hit the subscribe button so you don't miss it.